My cheating wife planned to go on a cruise with her friend. But when I decided to check her suitcase, I found new lingerie and several packs of condoms. I called her friend's husband and said, "Buddy, we have bad news. Get ready. We're going to catch our wives red-handed." The suitcase of secrets. I wasn't suspicious at first. Clara, my wife of 10 years, said she and her best friend Lacey were going on a girls-only wellness cruise. No kids, no husbands, just facials, yoga, and a break from routine. Fine, she deserved it. But something felt off. It wasn't what she said, it was how she said it. No hug before work, no goodnight kiss. And when I offered to drive her to the dock, she refused. Insisted on a rideshare. That's when the pit started growing in my stomach. So, while she was in the shower that evening, I did something I never thought I'd do. I checked her suitcase. That's when everything shattered. Tucked between rolled-up sundresses and spa-friendly slippers, I found 2 brand new sets of black lace lingerie, a travel-size bottle of vanilla massage oil, and 3 unopened boxes of condoms, not hidden, not even zipped in a side pocket, just sitting there like they belonged. I sat on the edge of the bed, staring at it all, heart pounding, knuckles white. But I didn't scream. I didn't storm in because I knew this wasn't just Clara. Lacey, her best friend, was in on it, too. So, I picked up the phone. Dialed the number of someone who deserved the truth just as much as I did. "Rick, it's Daniel. Listen closely. We've got a problem, and I think it's time we solve it together." He asked, "Is this about Lacey?" I said, "No, it's about both of them. Meet me at the cruise terminal at 5 a.m. and bring a camera." The setup. Rick showed up before sunrise. His face said everything, pale, tight-jawed, eyes rimmed red like he'd barely slept. We stood in silence in the cruise terminal parking lot for a few seconds. Then he asked the one question I didn't have to answer. "You found proof, too?" I nodded, opened the backpack I'd brought, and showed him the photos I took of Clara's suitcase. Rick flinched when he saw the condom boxes. Lacey told me she was packing light, claimed she was going off the grid for meditation and a digital detox. I thought it was weird, but I trusted her. He paused, his voice trembling. "She kissed our son goodbye yesterday like she was going on a retreat." I saw the same heartbreak in his eyes that was tearing through my own chest. But we weren't here to cry. We were here to watch them fall. The game plan. We moved fast. Rick booked a last-minute cabin on the same cruise using a different name, a suite 2 decks below theirs. I had already installed a GPS tracker in Clara's suitcase and synced it to my phone. We could monitor her exact location. Rick brought a DSLR with a zoom lens and audio mic attachment. The guy once freelanced as a wedding videographer, so he knew how to shoot without being seen. "The goal isn't just to catch them," I said. "It's to document everything. We don't confront. We observe. We record. We make them confess, not with words, but with what we already have." Boarding day. We watched from a cafe across the terminal entrance. At 6:12 a.m., the betrayal came waltzing in with sunglasses and smug grins. Clara and Lacey, matching cruise bags, laughing like teenagers on spring break. And right behind them, 2 men, not friends, not relatives. Men who looked like they knew exactly what kind of vacation this was. They kissed right there in the terminal. Quick, intimate kisses. Clara's hand trailed down the back of her friend's neck like she was saying goodbye to her boyfriend, not her travel buddy. Rick's grip tightened on the camera, but he kept recording. "We got them," he muttered. "Now we burn them." The ship of lies. Rick and I boarded under aliases. Different decks, different boarding times, but with one shared mission: document everything. Leave emotion behind. Strike when the mask slips. Their room. Clara and Lacey were in Suite 9C. We confirmed it with the GPS ping from Clara's suitcase and a casual glance at the guest manifest displayed on the welcome kiosk. Rick and I stayed on opposite shifts, watching, rotating, texting coded updates like spies with broken hearts. From the upper deck lounge, we had a clean line of sight to the adults-only pool. At 2:37 p.m., they emerged. Clara was in a red bikini I'd never seen before. Lacey wore sheer white with matching sunglasses. And the 2 men, they were there, too. Holding drinks, touching waists, kissing, and worst of all, laughing like none of it mattered. The evidence. Rick filmed clean footage, long lens, zoomed in audio so crisp we could hear Lacey say, "I told you he wouldn't check my phone. He still thinks I'm at a yoga retreat." They laughed again. I didn't. Rick didn't. "I want to expose her," he whispered. "Not just to her friends, not just to family. I want her parents to see this. I want every smug look, every lie she's ever told to crumble." "They will," I said, "but not yet." The message that changed everything. That night, as I sat in the quiet corner of the ship's internet cafe, organizing footage, editing timestamps, syncing GPS logs, a message popped up on Rick's burner phone, from Clara. "Clara?" She thought she was texting Rick's real number. "Can't believe how easy this all is. Just keep them stupid and loyal. We've got 3 more nights to make the most of it." I stared at the screen. Rick stood behind me. He didn't say a word. He didn't have to. We both knew they weren't just cheating. They were mocking us. The cruise hosted a couple's sunset mixer, an open-deck event with music, cocktails, and a photo booth where lovers could take cute pictures to mark the occasion. It was perfect. Clara and Lacey signed up under